Is that? Hi.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know who's going to be here because we're a half an hour early. I put
Yep,
right in the post there. I was like, early time today. Early time today.
because Mindy is busy.
I have something to do. Yes. I have to be out of here at 3 o'clock. So I thought we would just bump it up a half an hour so I could get out of here at 3.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And that's fine with me because, I don't do anything.
Right? You're just like hanging out, right?
Except stay up all night and sleep all day.
Yeah, you got to get that.
Gotta get that out of my system, don't I?
Yeah,
Because
real
that's not going to
soon.
work well for our road trip.
No, real soon because it's not going to be very much fun if you're sleeping all day instead of
No,
crafting
no.
and then.
Well, I'm thinking more of the drive.
Well, that too. Yes, that too. I know. So, all right. Well, I was just trying to find my pattern.
Oh, I got mine up
You
here.
know what? I
And
have it in my files, don't I?
we left off our last row last week was row 14. So we're going to be starting on row 15. And if I'm not mistaken, what did we decide was the repeat? Rows 15 through 26, I think. Yeah, row 15 through 26 is the repeat. So we're just about to start the repeat rows. So I thought this would be a good time to change my yarn color. So I'm changing to this.
That's a long repeat, isn't it?
It is a long repeat, yes.
Okay, then.
15 to 20,
Well, we
11,
have some people.
11 rows.
We have Deborah and Lynn and Sherry and Linda.
Hello, ladies. What is that? Deborah's showing us rain or snow. Is that rain?
I'm not certain.
Oh, wait a second. Or maybe I'm not looking closely enough.
Or maybe it's just a talkie bubble. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either. Could be or it could be an ice cream. It's it's not very big on my phone, so it's hard to see. We are actually here in Michigan having
Oh my gosh,
record-breaking weather.
it's crazy.
Believe that record-breaking weather. So I just looked at my weather thing widget before I went on the live stream, and it is currently 56 degrees.
Yeah,
in my town.
I think it hit 60 yesterday.
Yesterday here was 61. Yeah,
Insane.
Yep, 61 degrees in February. Can you even believe
Insane.
that?
Yes, absolutely nuts.
But it is very, very windy.
It is windy. I know. I was just outside and I was like, whoo, I'm getting blown away. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very windy. And the thing that sucks for me when it's nice weather out of season is I have that rail to trail thing that crosses like across the road from my house.
Yeah.
And so everyone like out of season like wants to take advantage of the nice weather and be outside. So everybody's out there walking their dogs, and it makes my dogs go absolutely insane in the window. So I'm hoping they're pretty chill right now. They're just laying around, but I'm hoping that they don't disturb us.
Okay. I need a little help here. We got to go back to row 14 for a second because part of my thing got torn out at one point.
Oh no.
Because I didn't have a long enough tail apparently and it unraveled some.
Oh
so
man.
What are we doing here? We're
doing quite a bit.
Well, it's just a little bit. We're doing back post.
We were doing back posts.
Back post doubles.
Yep. And then we were doing dropped down popcorns
into
so that space.
I am past the last popcorn.
Okay, so then you need to do one, 2, 3.
3 back post.
Yep.
And then something in the last.
Yes. And then in the last, in the beginning chain 3 or the third chain of the beginning chain, you do 3 double crochets.
Okay, I lost all of that. I lost 5 stitches. It was crazy.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. And so when I took it out just now, I had the longest tail you've ever seen in your life.
So I have some exciting news to share. I already shared it with Mindy, but I'm going to share it with you guys. I did a thing this week. And you'll be all shocked and amazed. I started and finished, including both sleeves, an entire sweater. I crocheted a whole ass sweater this week.
A whole ass sweater.
A whole ass sweater.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I've been working on, I finished a lot of stuff. I finished my pink sweater, the one that we did together.
Yeah.
I didn't have any crocheting to do on it. I just had ends to weave in, and I wanted to do something with that top that wanted to just curl down.
Yes.
So I got some buttons.
Nice.
And I just tacked it down to 2 buttons on each side, so it looked like little lapels, sort of.
Actually, I suppose I lied. Because I didn't technically finish the sweater because I haven't woven in my ends yet.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But I'll show it to you. This is what it looks like. I love it. I love it. It's the yarn I got from Mary Maxim. It's a Mary Maxim brand. It's alpaca tweed. And it's like a top down, it's kind of like cables, but they're not really like big cables. They're more like twists than cables. And the only thing that I was telling Mindy, and maybe somebody has an idea about this, I was a little leery of this when I started it because, you know, you started with the band and it's just ribbing, you know, you do your ribbing with the back loop single crochets, and the instructions said for every size to do it 100 rows. And when I put it together, I was like, wow, that looks really large, but you know, I was doing it from her blog. It's MJ's Off the Hook. And then I went and watched the video just to, you know, kind of get some more information. And she's like, well, everybody's, you know, head is pretty much the same size. So regardless of size, this is what I've found works. I've made it for myself, my husband, my son, you know, and this is what size works. So I did it but then when I tried it on, it is quite, I mean, do you see how loose that looks? Like big, that kind of looks. So I'm not really happy with the neck. So I thought to myself, what could I do to kind of bring it in a little bit? So at first I was going to do some back post half doubles to kind of scrunch it in around the top. But then that looked funny because it like raised, and I thought it would feel funny against my neck. So then I just did a row of single crochets around the neck and did decreases like every 6 stitch. But I feel like, and I'd like to do another one and bring it in even more, but I feel like it's going to pucker. Do you know what I mean? Like it's going to make it pucker. So I don't know what to do. And I'm so upset because I never finish anything.
It doesn't look puckery right now.
No. Maybe I'll try one more row and try it on and see how it looks once it's on.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, other than that, I really like it. I liked how the sleeves decreased because we were talking about that before, like the billowy balloon sleeves. I'm not a fan of those. So this had a really nice decrease in the sleeve, which I like. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it other than the neck.
Well, there you go.
Oh my gosh. So actually, this is crazy. I started it on Monday. And then on Tuesday morning, I got up and whenever I got up Tuesday, I started working on it. And I realized that as I was working on it, because it's a, you know, top down, so you're doing the 4 points, you know what I mean, to make your armholes. And I realized after I had gone through an entire skein of yarn that I only had 3 points instead of 4.
Oh.
So I had to start all over. I was so upset.
That's funny.
I know. I'm an idiot.
Hi, Kathy. Yeah, I finished up several little projects that I was working on that I didn't finish. And then I pulled out Expression Fiber Arts Mystery Along from 2022 that I
Oh,
never
wow.
watched. Yeah. So
Going back in the
I've
archives.
been working on that. And you know what? I don't know if you can tell. See my nails? And I need to just cut them off. But you see them?
Yes.
They're blue.
Why?
Well,
From your yarn?
I think it's from the yarn I've been holding in that hand.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that weird though? I don't
That
know
is weird.
how it like come off and dye my nails.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I would definitely like maybe what kind of project is it?
It's a big blanket.
Oh, okay.
And it's, a different skein of yarn every month
Oh, okay.
for 12 months.
That's really weird.
I know, right? That's the only thing
Thanks,
I can think
Sherry.
that would be, but I don't know. No telling.
No telling. No telling.
Absolutely no telling.
I've also been diamond painting a ton this week.
Whoa, diamond painting.
Yeah, last week I talked about that I wanted to work on one of my diamond painting Deutschland
Mhm.
ones, but I didn't want to dig in my craft room to find everything. Well, I did. I dug it out and I got that huge thing out and I have been sitting here in my recliner doing it. So that's been fun.
You told Jen that I had your address from winning of the drawing last night. Oh, Jenny. Okay, yeah, you won Jenny's. Yes. Okay. So she's going to ask me for your address. Okay. And congratulations, Emma. Emma won Jenny's prize for Palantine last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
All
awesome.
right. Okay.
So let's get started.
Here we go.
Yeah,
here we go.
Yeah, we better get started because you got stuff,
I know.
places to be. Hi, Melinda.
I know. I'm turning blue.
Turning blue. Okay, I gotta attach my new yarn because
that's right. You're
switching colors.
Here's the problem with this pattern on my phone. It is so hard to see this pattern on my phone because it's so small.
Oh, small, yeah.
So small, and it's long. My God,
it is long.
It's a long pattern for this row.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay, so for row 15, we're going to start by chaining 4.
Yes, we are. And
then we are going to double crochet in the first double crochet. So right in that same stitch. And I got to move my tails here. Those are going to be annoying for a minute.
Chain 1. Skip 1.
You're moving ahead?
Well, I've only done 2 stitches and a chain.
Okay, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and front post double in the next. And we're going to do that 2 times.
We're skipping 1, doing a front post.
Chain 1, skip 1, do a front post.
I'm gonna have to go get my light.
Oh yeah, you better do that.
Yeah, because I cannot see this dark purple yarn. Okay, let me go.
Melinda's got snow in Colorado.
Let me get that real quick.
That sounds nice. It is like spring here, Melinda. We were just saying it's like 56 degrees right now, where I am in Michigan right now. Yesterday was 61. It's insane. Everybody's outside doing stuff, walking their dogs. It's crazy.
Yeah, we went for a walk yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this helps me out some. I got to get it point correctly here, right to the Oh yeah, that helps a lot. Okay. All right.
Okay, and then after
now we're at this bobble, aren't we? This pop.
Yep, then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the popcorn. So into the top of your closing stitch of the popcorn.
There's a stitch there. We're still
of your closing, you know what I mean, just in the top of the popcorn.
Yeah.
And I don't like where I put mine, so I'm going to reposition it.
That doesn't feel like that's in the popcorn. It feels like it's.
I know, mine didn't at first.
Feels like it's in the next stitch, but then I feel like I didn't skip anything. I don't know.
I can't get mine to feel like it's in the right spot. There we go. Okay.
I think I'm.
Because we're going at it backwards. We're at
I
the
think
back of the.
I know. I think I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. So then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, front post double, and we're going to do that 3 times. So chain 1, skip 1, front post double. Chain 1, skip 1, front post double. And one more time. And why won't you go around that stitch? There we go. And then chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next popcorn.
I'm not that close to the popcorn. I'm skipping 2 stitches then. So.
Uh-oh. Did you skip 1 at the beginning?
I did. So does that mean that yeah.
Well, you should have been okay because you should have had 7 stitches between your popcorns. Lynn, it depends on what size yarn you're using. So, just you would use the hook size that's appropriate for the size yarn. So, like if you're using a worsted weight yarn, a 5mm hook would be fine.
Uh-oh, now I got tangly mess. Oh, God, now I really have tangly mess. Pause for yarn snot.
Yarn barf. You bought fine. It might, okay, Lynn, I would say, here's what I would do.
I'm using a 375.
Yeah, what I would do maybe do a chain of, just chain out like 10, and then do a couple rows of just double crochet across that chain of 10 and see if you like the way it looks, because it's going to make it's going to look different. It's not going to look exactly like what the pictures look like in the pattern. It's going to look looser, a lot looser.
Yeah.
With that big of a hook.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay, so that's our repeat all the way across. So we do the chain 1, skip 1, front post double 3 times, and then the chain 1, skip 1, double in the popcorn, and we're going to do that all the way up to our peak. And we'll talk again when we get to the peak. I'm having a hard time here for some reason. This yarn, I told you these are both Expression Fiber Arts yarns, but they are like a different line. Do you know what I mean? Like one of them is called like Shimmer, I think, or something like that. And I don't remember what the other one is called. But anyways, this one is slippery, very slippery. It's very pretty, but it's very slippery.
Well, my yarn I'm using for that blanket was Luster, and
maybe that's what this is. Luster. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Luster.
It is the softest yarn, though.
And unfortunately I threw my labels away, so I can't even tell you.
Yeah,
I usually keep them. I
never throw my labels away until I'm well done over the project. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what? I actually do have another hank of this, but it's in my craft room, so I could look, but not at the moment. Maybe it is Luster. That sounds familiar.
They have Luster in several different weights of their yarn.
And is it kind of shiny? Because this seems like it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of shiny. Yeah,
It's
I got
really
it.
soft.
Yeah, you know what, Lynn? I would definitely use the 375 if you have one.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I was in there and then I wasn't in there.
And it may take a little getting used to if you're not used to working with, a smaller size, but you'll get used to it.
Hi,
Okay,
Cindy. I've
so
done my last 3, my
okay,
front posts.
so up
Front
to
post
the
and the
okay.
popcorn.
It says double crochet. Okay, to the last popcorn.
Okay.
So I just did my last popcorn. So now you're gonna chain one, skip one, and front post double, and then 2 times.
So now we're right up to that last stitch.
Yep. So that's your last front post double should be in that last
Mm,
stitch.
okay. Then we got to do something else.
And then we are going to chain one, and our peak is going to be 1 double, chain 2, 1 double in the chain 2 space.
1 double, chain 2.
Yes, ma'am. And then we're going to just mirror image that on the way back down. So we'll start with a chain 1 and do a front post double in the first double, or around the first double. Chain 1, skip 1, and another front post double. Chain 1, skip 1, and then put our double in the popcorn. And then we'll head on back down the line, doing the same thing till we get
Except
down to the
I have
end.
this mess here.
What kind of a mess?
Yarn mess.
Oh, a yarn mess.
Yes. And this yarn knots very easily because
Does it?
it's so thin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just knots right up. Anyhow.
That's not fun.
Mm. Come on. Oh, seriously. I don't want to make it worse and tighten it all up. Come on. Maybe I should put everything down.
You know what? I think I might have grabbed too deeply on one of my front post doubles back at the beginning and gotten a hold of the next row down.
Uh-oh. Well, what's that going to do for you?
I don't know. I'm going to roll with it. Me and my deep thrusting.
Stop that.
Can't help it that I'm a deep thrusting.
So it has been over a year since I worked on that blanket, right?
The Expression Fiber Arts?
Yeah, the 2022.
Yeah.
Over a year. And so it's a weird pattern, very weird pattern.
In what way?
You do it like log cabin style is what I want to say.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Like, you'll do a strip and then, you did like 2 sides.
Mm-hmm.
And you stopped. And then you went back and you did the other 2 sides. So then you had to meet those corners weirdly when you got back around, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
So you're doing like 2 sides at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to join them together. And I remember when I stopped working on it last year, I was like, or the year before, whenever it was, I was like, I think this is not right. I think it's messed up. And it is.
Oh.
So it's fine. It's messed up. I've made it work. And now I'm to around where you're just doing double crochets all the way around.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just making it work. I've made it work. Good. I don't think anybody would ever know. You know what I mean?
No, nobody will ever know.
So
Not
now
unless you tell them, except we know now.
You know now, yes. But I'm just going to make sure I have the required number of double crochets. And we're starting over with the next round and see if the next round works out better. The whole thing's going to be like that, though, where you do a two sides, and then you come back and you have to add your other two sides. So you have to join those corners together, which is the hard part. It's really kind of weird.
Oh, Lynn, yeah, you've got some time to make up. That was a while ago. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I've just put my last double crochet in the last popcorn. So then we're gonna.
I'm not even close to that. Remember, I had to fuss with.
Oh, that's right. You were messing with your
I had
yarn.
to fuss with my yarn
You
here.
were fussing with your yarn.
Yeah, I had to get it.
Cindy wants to know, does anyone how much number 1 yarn is needed? Now, that's the weird thing about this pattern is it, as far as I've read, like on her blogs and even on Ravelry, it doesn't clearly say, because you can make this to whatever size you want.
And
You know
they
what I
use
mean?
so many different types of yarn.
Yeah.
And they didn't
it
tell
says
you.
right. It says just, keep going until it's the size it's as big as you want it to be. So
I think you can go back to the blog. Say you use a sheep's wool or whatever,
which is a number 1 weight yarn,
so then
correct?
you have to. I think so. I had to go and look up the yarns and figure out what weight they were to compare them to mine, and then figure out how much they recommended that you use for. It was very complicated. I thought it was around 1,100.
Yeah, that sounds familiar to me. Around 1,100 yards.
My last take was about 1,100 yards.
Yeah, and now that you say that, I think I remember, because I was trying to decide if I was going to have enough of this.
Right. It was very weird that they just didn't give you a yardage per weight.
Right. This is kind of more of a free-for-all.
But they did not.
Project.
It was kind of strange.
Yeah.
Okay. I am back to the popcorn now. Now I kind of got my yarn not making me crazy here.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So you did your last double in the last popcorn. So then you're going to chain 1 and do a front post, chain 1, skip 1, front post double twice.
Does that take us to the very last stitch?
And that should take us to the very last stitch. And that no,
there's a stitch in the chain.
There's a stitch in the chain. So then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and do 1 double, chain 1, 1 double in the 3rd chain of the starting.
1
chain.
Double, chain 1, and another double?
Yes, ma'am.
If you think I'm finding those little chains, you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm just finding something that looks like it's in, close to the right spot.
I'm just going in the space.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can do that too.
I'm just going
for sure
in the chain space.
All right, so row 16, we're going to chain 1 and put a single back in the first double.
God, of course, right?
And then we are going to do chain 1, single in the next chain 1 space, which is going to be right there. It's like right the very next thing. And that is going to be our repeat until we get to our peak.
No, wait, what are we doing?
Chain 1, single in the chain space.
Oh, so we're skipping the doubles.
Yes.
Okay. This seems pretty straightforward and easy.
Yep.
My friend Joe sent me a lovely video the other day.
He did?
Yeah.
About what did it say?
Crochet tutorial.
Oh,
how close you should be to do a crochet tutorial. And I'm like, well, okay, yes, but this isn't really a crochet tutorial.
Yeah, no, not really.
I mean, first of all, I can't get closer with a computer, with a laptop.
No, you cannot.
No. And so I'm just like, yep, if I was going to do an actual tutorial, I would use my phone and a
Oh,
trim.
Cindy, I think that'll be perfect. I'm sorry, Mindy, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, $12.50 will be plenty. Hi, Jody.
Yeah, that'll definitely be plenty. Hi, Jody.
I'm not a tutorial kind of girl.
No, I tried it. And yeah, it was, I spent innumerable hours and
especially this thing. This is so small and
my
tiny.
pattern didn't work out.
I have to have this right up at my face to see what I'm doing. Okay, once I get past this little glob here, I should be good, but it just keeps, it's all twisted around and around and around, and
so when we get up to our peak,
I'm almost there, but now I got messes again.
we're just going to do, chain one, and then into your chain space, we'll do a single crochet, chain two, single crochet in the chain space, and then start back up on the other side with just a chain one and single crochet in each chain space.
You're probably going to have to say that for me again, but
okay.
Because I got knots again and just knotting up because
that's so weird.
Well, a whole glob came out at once.
Oh, that sucks.
And it's all just kind of twisted around and around and around. Oh, Godfrey Gordon. And here's a knot way back here, for goodness.
Godfrey Gordon? What the heck does that mean? I've never heard that saying before.
What?
I've never heard that.
What did I say?
Godfrey Gordon?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. You know, I had one of those grandmas and she said weird things.
My grandma said weird things too. My favorite saying of my grandma was busier than a cat covering up on a tin roof.
A cat doing what?
Covering up on a tin roof.
What has covering up got to do with a cat on the roof?
It's trying to cover up its poop. It pooped on the tin roof and it's trying to cover up its poop and it can't get anywhere because it's a tin roof. That's I'm saying. It's a weird saying.
I've heard things about hotter than a cat on a tin roof.
Well, my grandma used to say busier than a cat covering up.
You know, they're trying to not be on the tin roof because it's so hot.
Yeah, no, that was one of my grandma's favorite. And then one of my grandpa's favorite. My grandpa didn't swear. Neither of my grandparents swore ever. And
voila! I think I got the whole thing undone.
Never swore, never drank, never smoked. Neither of my grandparents. But so when my grandpa was really upset about something and he wanted to express his frustration, he wanted to call somebody a bad name. Guess what he called them?
A poopy head.
No, better.
Oh, what?
Pot liquor.
Oh, yeah.
Gall dang pot liquor.
That's a common one.
I loved it.
Okay, let me see. Where am I at here? Okay, I go into the last space before the corner, right? Chain one, and then I'm in the corner, and I do what?
One single, chain two, one single.
Okay. No one too difficult.
No, ma'am. You were fussing with that yarn the whole time?
I was.
Wow.
It had 2 knots in it. Yeah, 2 knots.
I'm already down the other side.
I know. Like I said, a whole glob came out at once, and it was just a whole tangled cluster.
Ooh, I'm really liking this color a lot better than for this pattern. Don't get me wrong, this yarn is gorgeous. But for this pattern, I think this is going to look a lot better just because it's going to show the stitch details.
Well, I would be happy to change from the purple. I love purple, don't get me wrong. This is going to be really pretty. But it is very hard to
It's
see.
dark too, yeah.
It's a very dark purple. It's
Yeah.
grape, like.
Maybe you'll be fading out soon.
Concord grape. No, there's a lot of it, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I still have quite a bit left. Well, I don't like that. I snagged a stitch there I didn't want to snag, and it looked funky. In the
So
whole,
is anything fun going on with releases for tomorrow? Because I haven't looked.
oh, there's some pretty stuff. Dreamer Designs is coming back at us again.
Are they?
Yeah, there's a pretty pink and purple and blue owl. It's beautiful.
Oh.
There's a landscape that they have that's beautiful. Diamond Art Club just had a landscape that's beautiful. Mindy's not buying. I just bought yarn. I'm not buying. I bought a painting last week. I'm not buying it anymore. Although the owl is really pretty. Okay, I'm down to, I got one space, right? And then I got 2 stitches at the end. What do I do?
Well, you should have.
Went into my last space.
And okay, so do your single crochet, then chain 1, and then you have a double crochet, and then you have your starting chain 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that starting chain 4 was actually a double crochet chain 1. So you still need to put a double crochet in, or I'm sorry, a single crochet in that space.
Okay.
So a single crochet in there, and then another chain 1, and then a single crochet in the third chain of your beginning chain 4.
Okay.
Okay.
When I said I had 2 stitches left, I was counting that chain as my last stitch.
Oh, okay. I mean, Jody says there's a Jody Bergsma from Dreamer Designs.
What? Did it just come out just now, Jody? Because I hadn't seen the last one. I'd seen 3. Yeah. And
Okay.
Jody Bergsma is a thing, you know. Oh, Diamond Art Club now has a kitty one too. Look, kitties and books. That's their most recent post today.
Oh, that's cute. Who's the artist on that?
One moment, and I'll tell you.
I like the background. The
Bridget Ashwood. It's curtains.
Oh, it's curtains. Okay.
Yeah, it's in front of a window.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
And those are curtains.
That's actually very cute.
So now let me go look at the other jokers here. Oh man.
Let me see. Oh, that is adorable.
You know I love me some Jody Bergsma, and my daughter's favorite animal is otters. Oh God.
Oh, you're gonna have to get it.
I'll have to see if I have any points. What am I going to do with these? Good God. Okay. All right.
I know. I was just thinking that I like I said, I've been working on the one I've been working on this week. The Diamond Painting Deutschland one. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it for you because it's gorgeous. It's the most gorgeous diamond painting I've ever seen, and I've said that since I've gotten it. But it oh gosh, come on.
I'm trying to diamond paint as fast as I can to get stuff done, but it's just not, you know. I've been working on the Alan Gianna that's downstairs. I try to go down there at least 2 or 3 times a week. I try to consciously remember to go down there and put some drills on it because it's never going to get done if I don't.
Right.
And then my painting for this month, I'm trying to cruise on that. I got one row across the bottom.
It's not available anymore. Oh, it looks like they don't have it anymore, so I can't show you what it looks like.
Well, that's a pooper. Huh?
That sucks because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But anyway, it's a little bit. It's it's a landscape, and it's a setting in a forest. It's like a fall
You've
forest.
shown us that before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fall forest, but the way that it with the original art, it's very
Yay, Jody.
how do I want to say, it's like modeled. Does that,
Yeah. Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
It's
So
like
I'm,
a watercolor.
yes, exactly
The
like a watercolor.
watercolor.
So I'm
Blurred a
not
little.
sure how it is going to, I'm not seeing it, I'm not seeing the image pop in the diamond painting. And it could just be that I'm looking at it closely and I'm not looking at all. Well, because, you know, diamond painting Deutschland is double-sided adhesive. So it's got the white cover over the parts that I haven't done yet. So I
Right.
can't, you know, see the whole thing.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm not sure. Which
Just gotta keep going with it until it
yeah,
works or doesn't work.
Exactly.
All right, we're on row 17, am I right?
We're gonna chain 3, and then we're gonna double crochet in the, oops, I need to turn it the right way. Double crochet in the first single crochet. And then we're going to chain 1 and double crochet into the chain 1 space. The next chain 1 space, which these are a little tough to find.
I was going to say, do we have a single crochet? Are we skipping a single crochet? Or is it?
Well, we're going to skip all the single crochets. We're just going in the chain 1 spaces. But the first chain 1 space.
Do we skip one
right there? No, it's right there. That first chain 1 space is right there.
Oh, God, I don't know where it's at then. Didn't we just go, what did we just go into?
We went into the first single. And then we're going to chain 1 and do a double right into that next space.
Yep. That's the space. That's what the space looks like?
That's the space, yeah. And we're going to do that all the way up to the peak.
Is it chain 1?
Yep, chain 1 double in each chain 1 space.
Yeah, these are hard to tell where the stitches are.
Well, especially with, I mean, it is hard in the on these singles to tell, and then especially since you have such dark yarn, makes it even harder.
It's hard to tell what's the stitch and what's the space.
I was having a harder time with that other color yarn. This is a little bit easier with this lighter yarn.
I guess I'm just looking for a little bigger hole.
Right.
That's all I can do. Aim for the hole.
That's what she said.
I know. I remember this from the last time we did this too. It was like, it's so hard to figure out where the space is versus and now that I get going, I can see the 2 little legs of the stitch.
Yeah.
So I know I don't want to go into that because I see the legs.
Go between the legs.
And find the hole.
Yep.
God. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Hi, Shatika.
Here we go.
3 squares left on Sakura Festival. That's awesome. Done by tomorrow. That's awesome. How long have you been working on that one, Jody? I mean, I know that you took a break from it, but. Yeah, it felt good to pull something out from my whip pile. You know, that ginormous pile.
The huge pile of whips.
And, you know, as I was flipping through them, I was really surprised at how far I am on a lot of them.
Oh,
like, I'm so close on so many.
That does not surprise me at all, Angie. Not at all. Okay, my light's turned. It's not pointing at my work. Hang on.
No.
Gotta point at my work so I can see these legs.
And it's so funny because for like probably since the beginning of the year, really, since like before New Year's, actually, I have been concentrating so heavily on cross stitching. And this past week, I don't think I've put in one single stitch.
Oh, you've crocheted and diamond painted.
Crocheted and diamond painted. Yep. Yep. That's me. I'm just like an all or nothing.
How do you even decide?
I used to do the Tiny Decisions app.
Oh.
But now I just
Okay. Because I was like, how do you even decide?
All
Okay.
right.
Now we're to the corner.
Peak. Yep. We're gonna do our peak now is gonna be 2 double crochets, chain 2,
Still
2
single
doubles.
crochet before that.
What's that?
We still single crochet or do a single before it.
A single? No, we're not doing
I
singles.
mean a chain.
Yes. We still do a chain.
Chain. Okay, then do what? 2 doubles?
2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles.
Okay. Get my terminology right here so I don't confuse you.
I hope you're not doing singles. And then we will chain 1 and go into the next chain 1 space and do the same thing all the way back down. Yeah, so after I finished my sweater that I started Tuesday, today I picked back up my other that colorwork yoke sweater that I was working on.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on that, and boy, that is sure slow going.
I'm sure.
It's just because it's essentially it's not all single crochets, but it's the height of each row is the height of a single crochet. So it's just taking forever to get anywhere. Have you ever made something and this happened to me one other time. Like, there have been projects that I've done where I was super surprised by how much I loved the result. And then there are projects that I had such high hopes for that I was, really excited about the yarn or the pattern or both. And then when it was finished, I was kind of disappointed in the result for any variety of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really hoping, because this yarn was rather expensive and I really have a lot of time into it. And I really love the pattern, but I'm just not sure that it's going to
which project?
Right. That colorwork yoke sweater.
Oh.
Because I'm not sure. Well, I'll show you what I mean in just a second here once we finish this row. Okay, so once we get back to the end, you should have you're going to put your last double in the last chain space.
Now it looks like we got a couple of singles.
Yep, we got a couple of singles there. So we're going to wait to the last. So I got to put one more, it looks like.
Hello, Lydia.
And we're going to chain 1 and put 2 doubles in the last single.
Do we skip a single then and go into that last one?
No. Well,
there's 2 singles left, right?
It should be a single chain 1 single.
Something like. Wait, what? We got to sing. Okay, do I need to put one in between those then?
Yes. Yeah, because
put another double between those 2 little stitches.
Yep.
And then do what? Another chain 1?
And then a chain 1 and 2 doubles in the last single.
Crikey. We put a lot of stitches in these ends.
Yes, we do.
And that's why they look.
And that's why it's kind of winging up. But shawls are like that. Some shawls are,
I mean,
U-shaped rather than flat across.
so see, is yours looking kind of like that? Like
Kind of U-shaped. Yep.
I got little points on the ends.
Yep, that's how
I got
mine look.
points. All right. Well.
Hi, Judy.
Oh yeah, that different color you put on there is much lighter.
Yes, I'm liking it a lot better.
It's much lighter.
No, I'm liking it a lot better. Okay. Oh, let me show you this. What I'm talking about, real quick. While we're
Yes, we were going to take a break. I knew that.
Okay, so here's how it's looking. And wait, hold on. Let me get it. So the shoulders are where the shoulders are supposed to be. Okay, because I have, first of all, you change hook sizes between the bodice and the body.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, it's obviously, a different stitch. These were split single crochets. And these are singles and triple two togethers, split up between like across stitches. But I feel like maybe this part where it connects is a little puckery.
Right. It looks a little wavery.
Yes. So, but here's my thought on that. When I have it on, my body is not flat. So I'm thinking my boobs are going to fill that.
Well, okay. You know what?
What?
Try it on.
Yeah, I know. I need to.
Try it on.
And herein lies the problem.
Hi, Sean.
I'm scared to try it on because like I said, this yarn was pretty expensive and I have so much time into this.
Well, you better try it on now before you keep going and really realize.
I'm going to be really disappointed if it doesn't work out.
Because at this point, if you just don't like the body underneath the color work part, that's all you would have to take out. And you wouldn't.
But I don't know how I would fix it. I almost think I would need to take the color work part out and do it with the smaller hook size or something. Here's what I think happened. I think that I did the stitches up here quite tight, and then I loosened up my tension as I got further down into the color work part.
See, I think you could fix that if you had to take something out, you could take out just the solid color or the other grayish color.
Do you think I could block it?
Maybe.
That's what I don't know. You're right. I need to try it on.
Try it on.
Yeah.
Before you get all weirded out, try it on.
Yep. You're right.
All right. Here we roll.
Thanks, guys. Hi, Sean. Did I say hi to Sean? I don't know if I said hi.
Just got here. I said hi to Sean.
All right. Row 19. We are going to chain 4 and put a double crochet in the first single.
So that is like a double and a chain.
Yes. And then we are going to chain 1 and put a double in the next chain space. And that is our repeat. So
all right. I like that.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're making that lattice work again.
Mm-hmm. I know. When you were paused for a minute, I was looking back at this whole thing so far, and you've got the lattice, and then it goes into some other little bobbly area.
The popcorns.
Yep. And then you go into these arches. Yep. And I'm assuming that's going to be the whole shawl. You do this lattice, you do the popcorny thing, and then you do the archy part.
Yes, I think you are right.
That's why it's 26, or how many rows of a repeat? Like
12. Yeah, a 12-row repeat.
To get all 3 of those little sections in.
Yep. And they want you to stop on a specific
row.
And I'm trying to remember. I'd have to go back to go look down at the end of the pattern. And then there's a border too. So after you've gotten this to, pretty much the size that you want it, there is a border to put on it.
I'm thinking a neckerchief sounds good. What do you think?
No.
No, why not?
Are you sick of this project already? We just started.
It's a lot. I'll just say it's a lot.
I like it. I think it's pretty.
I'll be more excited when I get some other color in mine. You know?
Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, I understand that. I feel you on that.
And so these are nice short little rows right now. And as this grows, it's going to take
It's gonna take
eternity.
So you're gotten up to
Oh
your
yeah, now we
peak.
got a weird corner here.
Yep. Once you've gotten up to your peak, you are going to wait a second. Did we skip a row? Wait a second. Were we supposed to do row 19 there or row 18?
Angela Howie. I don't know.
We skipped a row. Yeah, because the last row we did was doubles. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. We skipped a row.
Well, what do you mean? They're all doubles.
No.
All of this lattice
row
is
18 is singles. Our next row was supposed to be singles. We got to do singles. I skipped a row.
Is there a row of singles in there?
Yep, row 18 is singles.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
Ho.
I'm so sorry.
So you put a row of singles on the top of each of the rows of doubles.
Yes. Okay, so don't chain 4. Chain 1.
Not even back yet. Hang on.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Alrighty then. I guess just we chain 1.
Chain 1, and then we're gonna put
a single.
2 singles in the first double.
In the first double?
Yep, 2 singles.
Why do we put 2?
I don't know. And then we chain 1 and put a single in the chain space, and we're going to do that up to the last chain space of the side.
Because they want it to be more difficult for the next round to find the hole between the legs.
That's right, Mindy. They did it all to frustrate you.
Yeah.
That was their number 1 mission.
Hole between the legs.
The number 1 mission was the hole, to make it difficult for you to find the hole.
Mm-hmm. Grand. Just grand.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, boy. That's the joy. That's right. How many times do we take things apart, right?
Linda's usually here to keep us on the straight and narrow.
Linda is here.
I know. She didn't keep us on the straight and narrow.
She's been quite quiet. Linda, what are you doing? Is there anybody else making this thing? I know Lynn's going to try.
I think Cindy said she is.
Oh, yeah, because she's asked about the yarn.
Yep.
Who's not here? Who's the one person? I forget. We're going to room with her, right?
Michelle.
She's
Michelle.
Not here, is she?
She's not here today.
Wait. Look it. Are you kidding me?
What?
Look at the chat.
Oh!
That's hysterical.
That is crazy.
I just mentioned her name and there she is. So
it's funny because I was actually going to mention her earlier because I have a question for her.
Well, I have a request. I have a request for her before you have her question.
Okay.
So I know Michelle did the blanket with us.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Oh,
yes,
no, Linda's not doing this one. There you go. So Michelle, we have a Instagram.
Oh, yes.
We didn't change it. It's MAC-A-Long.
Well, it's going to be 2024 now.
We didn't change it. It's still MAC-A-Long 2023, right?
It is, but last year we changed it from 2022 to 2023.
So
So this year we should change it to
should we change
2024.
it?
Yeah.
So that means we need to just make a new one or something. It'll just make a new thread.
It'll just, yeah, if you put that in.
So
yeah.
Michelle, I'm going to post my blanket in it, and I want you to post your blanket in it.
That would be
I don't know if Angie
great.
got a picture of her blanket.
I didn't yet. No.
Didn't. So, and then everybody else that finishes something with us, post in there, because I love to see you guys finished, even
Or
progress.
even your works in progress.
Yes, yes.
Or what yarn you're going to use, like when we talk about doing a new project.
I like how Michelle had her blanket held up in
Yes.
front of her or somebody. I don't know.
Yep.
And then
was
somebody else
beautiful.
took a picture so you could see it
Yes.
really well. That's what I'm going to do as soon as I can nail Dale down for a minute to get a picture like that of it all nicely spread out and stuff. And then I'll post mine.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I was just thinking about that the other day, that we haven't reminded everybody to
Yes.
post their projects on Instagram. So yes, hashtag
Cochet-A-Long. That's Mindy Angie Crochet-A-Long. And it'll be 2024.
Yep.
Alrighty. We like to see the work. Yes.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yes. Okay, we're back to the corner. And then
we're back to the corner. So you've got 2 doubles there. So you're going to chain 1, and you're going to skip one of the double crochets and put a single in the second double crochet.
Gotcha.
And then you are going to chain. Oh, I'm sorry. Then you're going to go right into the chain space and do a single, chain 2, single in the chain space. So then you're going to go right into that first double and do another single.
Single, skip.
And then chain 1, and then you'll be working in your chain spaces again.
Why do I keep saying single? I clearly know I'm chaining. Why do I don't know. Okay, now you can go ahead and.
Okay, Michelle, I was just talking earlier about how I went into my monstrosity of a craft room, and I was looking for a diamond painting that I wanted to work on. And I remembered last time we talked that there was one Ennis Guerrero that you didn't have that you wanted that I had. And I told you that I would give it to you.
But what was it?
But what was it? Because I had, obviously I haven't finished it, but if you still want it, you could, I will bring it to you, and you can finish it if you want. If I can find the drills, because I found the canvas, but I haven't found the drills yet, but I'll look for them if it's the one I'm thinking of.
She got it.
Oh, you did get it. Okay, good. All right, I'll put it back in my pile then. Oh, and you finished it. Oh, cool.
Channeling UK terms. There you go. That's what I'm doing, Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back to the end here. It looks like I have 2 stitches and a chain.
Oh, I'm not back to the end yet.
Oh, I went fast.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I went fast.
I guess so. I was busy chitter-chatting. Well, I was chitter-chatting and talking with my hands.
Yes, we are coming to Texas. Yes, we are, Judy.
Yes, we are.
We posted on Facebook today. Good, Cindy. Where'd you post on Facebook? In your group, my group, anybody's group? Just your thing? Tell me more. Tell me more details.
Tell me more.
That's right.
Okay, so we're at the end there. You've just put your single into your last chain 1 space, and you should have 2 doubles left.
And a chain.
Oh, wait a second. You've got that chain 4. Okay, I'm sorry. So you should put a single in the chain space, because you had a chain 4, which was a double chain 1.
Wait. What do I do about the 2 stitches?
Well, there's not. It was a chain 4 and a double.
Don't you have 2 doubles and the chain?
No.
Really?
Am I supposed to?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, hold on. Maybe I did something wrong here. Hold on, let me look.
I think so, but I don't know. We keep putting.
I had. How did that start?
I don't know. Oh, maybe that's that's maybe. Hang on. Maybe that's a chain space right there. I'm just gonna put
Yeah.
one
Okay. So there's a chain space. So that's your last chain space.
chain space there, and then another double, and
then there should be two. Oh wait. How did it? Oh yeah, there should be two doubles. A chain 3 and a double was how you started that last row. So there should be two doubles technically.
right.
What time? Yes. Okay.
Hello, Nate.
Nate, everybody says hello. Bye. Okay, so we're going to chain 1, skip that 1 double crochet, and in the 3rd chain, we'll put 2 singles.
Oh, why did I just put a double in that?
I don't know.
I don't want a double in that space, do I? Want to
No, you do not.
Single in the space, and another chain 1 and 2 at the end.
Yes.
Bravo.
Okay. Oh, Michelle, need to check out Brianna K. She has a gorgeous sweater called the Macchiato.
Is it the one that had
Mommy
the pattern at the bottom? There was one she just did that had a, was that Brianna? Had a pattern at the bottom of it? I don't know. That could have been, what's her name?
I will check that out.
I don't recall.
I just finished a sweater, Michelle. You missed it. I did hi Dawn. I did MJ's Off the Hook. It said it was a men's sweater, but she did it for herself too. So it was a Winter Wonderland cable sweater.
I bet you we're gonna chain 4.
We're gonna chain 4 on row 19.
And we're gonna put a double back in that one.
And we're gonna put a double back in the first single. And then we are going to do a chain 1 and a double in the next chain space,
which is
right there. And we are going to continue that all the way up to our peak, well, to close to our peak. Because we're going to, remember we had those 2 singles in a row up there.
So you know what else helps on this round?
What?
Is
if you're doing the right round?
Well, that too. But to put my double right on top of the other double.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yep.
And then I don't have to really worry about holes and stitches. I'll just
legs
put it
and
right
holes
on top of the other double underneath. That's where it goes.
Yep. That's a good point.
Yeah. That's a helpful tip.
Helpful tip.
You know, it would be interesting if we end up having like one extra thing on one side or something, because we haven't counted. I don't know how many you're supposed to have. You could end up with a lopsided shawl.
You could. That's why I've been being very careful to make sure that I'm looking back and seeing. I've actually been really careful to look back and see like what the previous row started with to make sure we were getting the right number of stitches in there. I haven't been counting, but I've been,
Right. Hello, Francesca.
And it won't really matter after we're done with this first repeat because they don't give stitch counts. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like right now there's a stitch count on the pattern, but that's only because it's the first repeat. With every repeat, it's gonna increase. Yeah. We won't have that luxury.
No. Francesca.
Oh, you watched us at 2 times speed. Sounded like chipmunks.
Francesca, I kind of neglected to tell you that I put out a review video today. I don't know if you saw. You probably saw. You're on top of things. I must add, Francesca finished that painting herself,
Oh, cool.
and it's beautiful, single placed.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you.
That takes commitment.
I know, right? Kudos.
Okay, so when you get
Not
back
quite
up
there.
near the peak,
I'm almost there.
okay,
I think I got 2 stitches to go here.
okay. So you've got
Oh, no, I'm there.
okay, 2 single crochets together at the peak. So you're going to chain 1 and skip the
Oh,
first one.
hang on. Wait a second. Before we get there, hang on.
Yes.
Should I have skipped this one? Okay.
Skip which one I can't see.
Well, I know, but like, okay, if you look at the row below, there was 2 doubles, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a stitch after the one I just did. That's a single right there, but then there's a double, and on top of each of those doubles were a single.
There was a single, nope, there was a single in the second double, and then there was a single in the chain.
Well, I'm assuming there's a space above the first single. And so I should put a double there. Am I right?
You mean there was a space above the first double?
Yes. That's what.
Okay.
Didn't I
Yes.
say that?
No, you said single.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't get my terminology right.
Yes.
So
there
you
should
put
be
a double above the first double.
a double
and
in
there
the
was
space
a
above the
space
first double.
above the second one.
Yes. So
So-
then chain 1, skip the first single, and put a double in the second single.
What?
You have 2 single crochets in a row.
I have 1 single above the double.
And 1 single in the chain.
In the corner.
Yes. So
Okay.
you're going to skip the single that's above the double.
Okay.
And you're going to put a double in the single that is in the chain.
Okay.
Space.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay. So then you are going to chain 1 and your corner, in your corner space, you're going to put 1 double, chain 2, 1 double. Then chain 1 and a double in the first single.
Okay.
And then chain 1 and start going in the chain spaces.
Okay, which the first one's above that second double from
Correct.
the row below.
Correct.
That's helping me to look at the row below versus the single row.
Gotcha.
I said that right, didn't I? The single.
Yes, you did.
I got the right stitch that time.
I know the first time you said that, I'm like, I
What?
don't understand what she means.
Talking about. I just can't say the right terminology today. As
So-
Linda said, I'm UK in it.
Yep. So I got I had this happened several years ago. I had 3 concussions, like head concussions, in a relatively short span of time.
Angie, what were you doing? Banging your head on the wall. Come on.
Well, one time I was taking my boots off after coming in out of the snow, and instead of like bending over and taking them off, I was being lazy and kicking them off, and I slipped on our tile floor
Mm-hmm.
and knocked myself out on the tile floor.
Yeah, that'll teach you.
Yes. The second time was the time I was attacked by the guy on the rail trail.
Oh, yeah.
And the third time was I was working outside pulling grapevines off the trees, and I pulled really hard and fell and hit my head on the edge of the tractor or the tractor trailer.
Wow.
So anyways, for quite a long time after that, I would like say the wrong things. I would say like close to the right thing, but the wrong thing. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Like chain and single. I mean.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So have you incurred any head injuries lately?
Not that I'm aware of, but yeah,
Have you ever had a really bad concussion?
I've never had no.
Oh my gosh. So the time that I hit my head on the tile floor, the entire night and the entire next day, I could not stop vomiting.
Oh,
And I could not stand any like light, like sunlight or anything. It was awful. It was absolutely miserable.
you knew there was something wrong with your head?
Well, other than the fact that my head really hurt.
No.
So finally Jeff took me to the hospital because I just could not stop vomiting.
Mm. Fun. No, I don't. I've never really had too many like injuries or severe nothings. I'm a pretty healthy person.
Good.
Okay, so
Okay, so down
what
when we
we
get
have
to the
here.
yeah, when we get down to the bottom there, we've got two single crochets together. So we are going to,
Is this a space here? This I think I need one there. I think that's a space still.
yep, and then you should have two singles right
That's a
together.
space. Okay, and then I think there's two. Okay.
Yep, then we're going to chain one and we're going to do a double chain one double in the last single. So we'll skip that second to last single.
It is so hard to tell with this. Seriously.
Yeah, that yarn is making it difficult
It
for you, I
is.
think.
It is like, wow. It's got a really weird. Is yours straight now?
It's no, not really. It's not as wingy as it was, but it's still kind of U-shaped.
It's just kind of weird, like.
Yeah, still kind of U-shaped.
And
Then
like,
you got a new penguin.
and then like here, um, wetland, and then here at the end of the, like the scoopy rows,
Uh-huh.
it kind of bulged out there a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I wonder if as we continue on, I don't know, mine, I don't know. It
See, I
looks
can see a little bulge at yours too. That where your last
yeah,
little
a little
section of
bit.
the dark, there's a little
Yep.
bulgy there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right. It is what it is. We got like 10 minutes, so.
Okay, well, we'll start row 20.
What row are we on now?
20. We're going to be starting 20.
20.
Yes. So we will chain one and put a single in the first double. And then chain one and put a single in the chain space, which is right there, right next to it.
And then we chain one.
And that's our repeat. Chain
and
one
single,
and singles in the chain
one,
space.
Single, chain one, single, yada, yada, and yada.
Yada, yada, and yada.
Mm-hmm. I dare say we will get this one done in the next 10 minutes.
Yes, I think we probably will.
I don't know if we'll get further than that or not, but.
Oh my gosh, speaking of yada, yada, and yada, have you probably haven't because you don't do app TV. Well, you don't watch TV that much.
I don't watch TV.
Anybody watched, and this is an older series, I think. It's called Nathan for You.
Never even heard of it.
Stinking hilarious. This guy, he's a actor comedian from Canada, and he lives in LA now, and his show is it's about helping businesses, like small businesses, like with marketing ideas, but they're really, really stupid. Like they're ridiculous marketing ideas. And he goes to like elaborate lengths to like bring these ideas to fruition. It's super funny.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
I get the feeling it's kind of fringe. I don't think it's like a, you know.
It's kind of what?
If Jennifer was here, she would know.
It's kind of what did you say?
Fringe.
Fringe?
Yeah, like, you know, it's not mainstream.
Okay. All right. We got this weird looking corner that's got like 4 double crochets in it with singles between, not singles. Here we go again. Chains between them.
Well, you should have you should just have in your corner space, you should have a double and a chain 2
Yes.
and a double.
Yes.
Okay. So,
I mean, it looks like the whole corner is 4 doubles, but I mean, it fans out, you know.
Okay. So we will do a single chain 2 single in the chain 2 space. And then just chain 1 and go right back on down the line.
A penguin on a bracelet.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Is it like an adopted penguin kind of thing, Lynn? Is that what you're doing over there?
I thought maybe Lynn had a concussion talking about a new penguin. Right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Lynn.
It sounds like you have like an adopted penguin. My sister got your bracelet with a penguin. Neo had a tracking device on him. He must have been lunch. What? Who's Neo?
Maybe a polar bear ate him.
Do
polar bears eat penguins?
Did you have a penguin before? I'm confused. All I know Lynn has is lizards. I don't know about this whole penguin situation. Oh boy.
What's your favorite animal at the zoo?
Me?
Yes.
At the zoo?
Well, who else would I be asking?
Oh, I don't know, Lynn. I don't know.
No, you.
Well, my favorite like wild animal is a tiger. So
I know, but at the zoo, when you go to the zoo, what's your favorite animal to go see?
Well, they have tigers at the zoo.
Oh, okay, tigers.
Right?
And why do you like them?
Animals. Why do I like them? Because they're big, they're massive, they're pretty, I don't know.
Okay, I was just curious.
That's why. I also like the snow leopard at our zoo. He's fun.
So big cats.
I do love big cats. Yes.
Okay, so when you get back down to the end, you started with a chain 4. So that was a double crochet. It was a double crochet chain 1. So you need to put a single in there. And then you need to chain 1 again and put a single in the 3rd chain of the beginning.
Just
chain.
one?
Yep, just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay, let's see. She needs the penguin painting. What penguin painting? I don't even know what penguin painting she's talking about.
I don't either.
Yes, you can follow them. The company is FAHLO. My first penguin is gone. So you had a penguin and something happened to your penguin. He had a tracking device and then he stopped tracking. So he's lost. He's gone.
Where do you see that? I don't even see that.
Oh, it's the last few comments.
I don't have those comments.
Before Dawn. Do you see Dawn, elephant, and big cats?
Yeah.
Lynn's right before Dawn.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now. Gotcha.
Okay. So you assume that your first penguin, you like adopted it and you could follow it and track it, and he was launched. Okay. So now you've got a new penguin. Okay. I'm following you now. I'm following you now. Okay.
I like elephants too, but my favorite is meerkats.
Oh.
Love the meerkats.
Meerkats are fun.
Where they pop their heads out of a little hole.
Timon?
And
You Timon?
Yes, and they look around.
Timon's the meerkat, isn't he?
Yep. I love the meerkats.
We're not going to have time to do the next row, I'm afraid.
No, I don't think we will.
So what are we up to for next?
Well, we will be starting next week on row 21.
See, I gotta write that. We're gonna just start next week here with row 21.
Yep. We'll start with row 21 next week.
Okay. Are you gonna remember that?
I'll remember that.
Should I put a note in my bag?
Sure.
I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna put a little note.
No, because I mean, I say I'll remember, but you know how I am.
Row 21. I just have to find a piece of paper that doesn't have important stuff on it. All my pieces of paper have notes. So row.
Yeah, I'm liking this yarn a lot better. But I think it'll be pretty if I switch.
Oh, yeah. It'll be fun to alternate them.
Yeah.
And you got the light and then the dark. I'm going to make a really, really long
I know, I did too.
thing because, last time I lost like 5 stitches when I put it in the bag or took it out of the bag or whatever I did. I lost stitches. This Christmas, Lynn, this past Christmas, you got the penguin?
And he's dead already?
Oh my God, that was a short time to follow your penguin.
Oh.
Follow your penguin. Yeah, that was a short little experience there. So, all right. You're gonna go feed the dogs. I'm gonna go pick up a grandkid.
I'm not feeding the dogs. Who said that?
Lynn is.
Oh. All right.
Dogs.
Bye, everybody. I'm so confused.
All right. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.